Welcome to episode 19 of Coast to Coast Gaming Central podcast. We've been gone for like a month, but you know, hey, it happens. Got my boy Boost Dusk here with me.
Yeah.
I got the camera guy, a boss grade guy.
Yeah.
I got my boy Corgon 117K Lyric.
What's up, everyone?
And I got my boy Mr. Money, Agata Money, He Got Money, Mo Money.
Hola. Hola.
And with us also, we're just going to call him officially a part of the crew, even though he won't admit it. But anyway,
Mr. PJ.
Mr. PJ Project X95, how you doing?
Hurry up, Destiny.
He's excited for Destiny. We're actually only a matter of one podcast away from Destiny, unless we record the day before. So we're getting pretty close. With that, this week hasn't been too shabby either in gaming here, so we're going to get right to it. Like usual, we're going to kick it off with, and, well, this is pretty much our opening segment every episode, the PSN Store update. So, with that, we're going to hop right in. Starting with, what do you think we should start with? PS4, PS3, or Vita? Lyric, you pick.
PS4.
PS4, alright. So, on PS4, you have a few things that went into the store that are actually of importance. So, number one, we'll start with Corgan's favorite, that infamous First Light DLC for $14.99. It's about a 4 to 5 hour experience that has its own platinum trophy set. Lyric, you're the one that actually got to play that. You'll go into depth about that a little bit, actually right after we do the PlayStation Store update stuff. So,
sounds good.
Thoughts to yourself. In the meantime, also that went into the PS4 store, Madden NFL 2015. Me and Mr. Money have been playing that quite a bit over the past couple of days. We'll go into detail about that after this as well. Also, the one to the store, the Metro Collection, the HD 1080p 60 frame per second version on PS4. Yeah, that's in the store. You can get Metro Redux for $49.99, or you can buy them separately, which I don't get. Metro 2033 Redux $24.99, or Metro Last Light Redux $24.99, which is $50. So I don't get. You can just buy them together for $50, or you can buy them separately and it still equals $50. Yeah.
Well, you know, some people might have played one and not played the other and don't really feel
obligated to play. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's actually not too bad for that collection, $50. I didn't know that.
I know. I still want to get it because I heard those games are really good. I never did get the chance.
The Golf Club, for anyone that likes golf games, that's in the PSN store. That's a full-blown golf experience, online tournaments, single player, all that stuff. That's $34.99 since there's no Tiger Woods. That's in no hot shots even on PS4. That's your only bet if you want to play a golf game, at least until GTA comes out. And then there's that Ollie Ollie. Now, this is a very popular Vita game that actually released back in, I want to say, March. They're finally putting it out on PS3 and PS4, and it's all cross-buy. It's $12.99 if you already don't own it. I hear that game's actually very fun. Moving on to PS3, Madden, again, Ollie Ollie, again, cross-buy. Putter Golf for $5.99. This is a putt-putt golf game on PS3. And then there's a game called Card Games for $5.99. Yes, Goldfish, War, all that shit.
Nice.
For $5.99.
Put.
Put that on PS now. Please, PlayStation.
Or at least just freaking put that same game on PS4. I mean, it's not like people are going to complain about graphics and resolution on a card game.
Touché.
Day D Tower Rush for $5.99. That released on PS Vita. And Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 for $40 on the Vita. Very Japanese. Yeah, you know what you're getting with a Japanese game like that. That's all I'm going to say. Also in the PS4 store, by the way, there was a demo for NHL 15. So you might want to check that out. I haven't got to play it yet. I know Corgan has. He'll go into that a little later too. Pretty much, we have a lot to talk about for once after this PlayStation Store update. You can pre-order NHL in the store. You can also pre-order the Ultimate Edition, and then you can also pre-order Persona 4 Arena Ultimax on PS3. So, PlayStation Plus games for August. This is the last week you can get those. After that, it's pretty much they're all gone. So you want to get to your PlayStation stores and put all that in your download list now before it's gone. And then other than that, you know, you can also, before DVD and Blu-ray, you can actually purchase Godzilla on the PSN store and watch it as well. So, new on PlayStation Now, Payday the Heist, Sniper Ghost Warrior, Dogfight 1942, and Rocard. Not big list names there, but you know, hey, discounts. You can get PJ, this is specifically for you. Bound by Flame on the PlayStation 4 now costs $24.49 if you have PlayStation Plus. I think you should embrace that game for all that it entails, and you should just Child of Light is on sale for $10. I would definitely recommend that game.
Good deal.
For Giveway as well. That's on both PS3 and PS4, by the way.
Nice.
Now here's the kick. Check this out. Ollie costs $12.99 on PS4, and it's cross-buy, right? But it's on sale on the Vita and PS3 for $10.34. So if you buy the cheaper version, you can just download the PS4 version. Moving on.
Anyone looking for that loophole? There you go.
Yep. Strike Suit Zero Director's Cut, which is a game I own, haven't really got a chance to play. I just played the tutorial. The game looks very pretty and it seems very fun. That game is on sale for half off. It's $9.79 on PS4. Check that out. It's actually not too bad of a game for sure. Trials Fusion on PS4. That's also a very popular game from what I've heard. And a decent game at that, and that costs $13 on PS4 this week. And Transistor costs $13 this week, which makes me kind of mad. I just bought it about a week ago, but that's okay.
Crap happens.
From what I've played, and I know Corgan's played it, Transistor for $13 is definitely a good deal. I played the Trials Fusion demo myself, and I know Boost did. He may own it. Do you own it, Boost?
Say that again?
Do you own Trials Fusion?
Yeah.
Would you recommend it for $13?
If you like that type of game.
So I'm taking that as
It's a good game. It's a good game. No, it's a good game. It's a good game. I ain't gonna lie.
If you did not
download in the middle.
If you did not download Don't Starve when it was free, you can get it for $8 if you want that as well. So, not too bad of a sale going on in the PSN store. There's lots of other games too, like on PS3. Beyond Two Souls costs $19 on PS3 to download. Check this out: Call of Duty Modern Warfare, for the first one. This is a sale price, $17.99. You would think that game would cost $5 by now.
But it doesn't.
Why? Well, alas. It is God, though. It is God. But it is God. And then there's a pack sale going on, so, which has a lot of the same games in the other list. The only difference is they have Tiny Brains on PS4 for $5 on this list. And that game, I played that demo, and I will say that game deserves to be free and not downloaded because that game is literally a piece of shit. New apps. The NFL Sunday Ticket app is now available again on PS3 and PS4. Stream live out of the market NFL games every Sunday afternoon with the NFL Ticket app. Pretty much, if you already have NFL Ticket with DirecTV, you can download this app and you can stream your games over the internet. So let's just say, since you have a satellite, let's say the weather's a little nasty and you can't watch your game, you can hop on your PS4 and continue to watch your game. So that benefits there. Or if you're traveling and you have the subscription plugged in, you can watch your stuff. So that's cool. So that's on PS3 and PS4. If you don't have NFL Ticket and you don't have DirecTV to get it, I think you got to pay like $300. So
I am not totally sure, but yep.
And then other app updates. Amazon Instant Video, Crackle. We have to do our weekly search on there for Pumpkinhead. Crunchyroll. FX is now available to AT&T and Uverse subscribers, and HBO Go, Hulu, Netflix, Quello Concerts, Redbox, Instant Video, Vudu, and the WWE Network, which is airing a pretty cool documentary about the Monday Night Wars. There's PS4 add-ons for The Last of Us Remastered, Zen Pinball 2. They already have NHL 15 premium packs available. And Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition has a lot of costumes on it. PS3, Dark Souls 2, Crown of the Old Iron King DLC is available. Money, I know you've played that a little bit, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we'll let you go ahead and talk a lot of it. All right, well, you'll have your time to shine with that in a little bit as well. And then also on PS3, for some reason not on PS4 yet, but on PS3 you can pre-order the Evil Within. You can buy the Evil Within Season Pass for $20.
Really?
Huh. Yeah, that's on PS3 though, not on PS4 yet.
Huh. That's really weird.
Yeah, that game's almost a good 2 months away still, but hey. Then on Vita, just some Dynasty Warriors stuff, One Piece, PlayStation Vita Pets, Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 5 also released. Money, I know you played through that.
Loved it.
And I was going to say, yep, we'll let you, spoiler-free, just later on, just give us a quick review. I guess the best you can do is just rate it, but and other than that, you just got a bunch of avatars and stuff on PS3. Money, on PS3, they actually have NFL avatars and dynamic themes. No, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. They don't have avatars, but they have the dynamic theme.
Good job.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He does his best.
Yeah, yep, they got the dynamic themes, and they cost $3. Good lord. But they got them Bears, they got them Rams, they got them Vikings, they got every team. Oh, and then you can get the Evil Within dynamic theme on PS3. Wow.
Well, looks like I'm buying it.
That theme costs $3.
Alright.
But you're gonna get that on PS4 though.
But the PS4 doesn't support themes.
Not yet, but that new update supposedly it will.
No, whenever the update comes out, I'll get it for both. Just because you guys support Shinji.
Wow. And with that is the PlayStation Store update. So
Probably a third party company doing the theme. We ain't supporting them directly.
with that,
And it support him in spirit.
we're gonna hop right into some news here. So, actually, no, we'll start with this. We'll go in order. So, Lyric, Infamous First Light. You played it. You already got the platinum. I just want you guys to know this is Wednesday that we're recording this. Wednesday,
Number one in the world. Number one in the world.
August 27th, 10 p.m. Lyric had the platinum by the time I talked to him this morning. So, with that, Lyric, how did you like Infamous First Light? Tell us a little bit about it for the people that may be considering picking it up. You know,
Okay.
I mean, since you're our residential Infamous hoe, because you reviewed, second time. So.
Yep. Yeah. I really, really like it. I really hope that a lot more DLCs in the future kind of look at what Sucker Punch did with this one and kind of try to look at it as a clear stepping stone on how they can improve their games. Like, it does everything that I feel a good DLC should do for a game. So first off, it adds some new moves to the game. It adds some new experiences. Since you play as Touch, she controls completely different from Delson, really. I mean, yeah, there are some similarities. It still plays like an Infamous game, but her powers are a lot more different from him, so it keeps that sort of thing fresh. You don't feel like you're just kind of retreading the same thing over and over again. The story just the main story content alone for the DLC will get you 4 or 5 hours or so, and then that's not even counting like all the side missions in the free roam area, which include really fun like races in order to get some upgrade points. Like they spawn this little floating cloud thing, and you kind of follow it around using fetches. Since she's like the neon powered original, the genesis of the neon power, she can use it a lot more fluidly than Delson can. So yeah, you don't have access to like smoke powers or anything like that, like from Second Son in this one. But I actually find controlling Fetch to be a lot more fun, and kind of reminds me a little more of the old, kind of like, she actually plays similar to how Cole does in Infamous 2, is what it kind of reminded me of, because even the melee combat is kind of similar to that game, if any of you played that one, where like you can build up a special melee move by doing normal melee. Anyway, she definitely has her own feel compared to Delson, so that's good. Another good thing about it is the length of the story. That's another good thing. Instead of just, 1 or 2 hours worth of new content and that's it, they give you 4 to 5 hours. And on top of that, they also have this challenge mode, this challenge arena mode sort of thing, which is pretty much, the best way I can describe it is Devil May Cry's Bloody Palace mode, only done Infamous style. Like, they have different types of arenas you can do, where one you like face just standard thugs and try to save hostages. There's some where you face the DUP, and then there's also some where you also face like random, like, new enemies that were created by another conduit in the Second Son. I won't say who it was to avoid spoilers, but anyway, he creates these other enemies for you to face off against, so it even has some new enemy types in it. And then, like MK said, it has a platinum trophy in it as well, and then you get all of that for just like $15. So, I mean, I've already been playing the arena mode a lot. Like, it's
#1 in the world.
I was #1 in the world for a night. Someone overtook my score, but for a night, I was #1 in the world. Yeah, it's fun. It's the first Sucker Punch game with any sort of online functionality with keeping track of people's score and stuff. That's kind of cool to see from them, kind of broadening their horizons a little bit. But overall, if you like Second Son and you want more Second Son gameplay, then it's an absolute must-buy, no doubt about it. It's really, really, really good, and proves a lot of what I didn't like about Second Son, such as the fact that there's nothing to do after you complete the main story. Now this arena mode sort of gives you something to keep on playing a little longer after you've already completed the story. And then another cool thing about it is the fact that you don't have to own Second Son to play it. You can still download it, and you can use it as an easy, little cheap, big demo, pretty much. You can use it as a cheap demo to see if you like the Second Son experience, and if you do like it, you might want to go out and buy the full Second Son game. But overall, I really, really enjoy it. I recommend it to anyone who's interested.
It's almost as if they like ran out of time of everything they wanted to fit in Second Son, and they just made it a separate DLC.
That's what it kind of feels like, because I really wish this arena mode was in the original game. I probably would have been playing the original a whole lot longer if they had something.
Because you gotta figure, Infamous came out in March. We're in August. There's no way they could do something that ambitious in 5 months.
Yeah, and there's also like, I think there was like 96 challenges or something like that.
Yeah, that's
all
something.
Complete and stuff. So they definitely put some time and effort into it.
Yeah, I'm convinced that's something they just ran out of time on, and they just decided to make it a separate DLC.
Yeah, and then also like even the story itself, playing as Fetch, like she was one of my favorite characters from Second Son, and they did full cutscene work, full voiceover work, and all that. They didn't really cut any corners. In fact, I actually thought the storytelling in this DLC was much better than the main game, actually, in a lot of ways.
See,
So
because I'm a huge fan of Second Son. Like I liked it a lot. But I love the
mhm.
whole Infamous series though.
Yeah, so
Um,
do I.
Infamous 2 is the best one by far. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Second Son is a great game still.
Mhm.
But just to add more stuff and knowledge mode specific, and then plus, I'm pretty sure they knew the neon power is the most, or I guess you would say they knew the neon power was going to be the most popular one, so they just,
Yeah. Mhm.
they made the right call and took the right character, and everything just seems to fit. Plus, you still get
A
that
lot of
infamous
people like Fetch
gameplay, and
too. Yeah, and the
you got
actual
the infamous
original game.
gameplay, and then plus, if you don't have infamous and you want to see what all the hype is, or you've seen
Mhm.
screenshots and you're wondering like, I wonder if that game's really as pretty as they think it is, as they say it is, or whatever. $15, you can get the pretty much the whole infamous experience.
Yeah, pretty
So,
much. Just I mean, I wouldn't even say it's really bite-sized. It's, I mean, it's a pretty big DLC. I really enjoyed it.
that's
As you
awesome
can
stuff.
see, if you're watching the podcast, I'm actually playing it still right now, even though I got the platinum. So just doing that battle
So
arena.
the
Sometimes.
question is, Corgan, are you going to do an infamous first night review?
You know what? I think I will because I've been seeing some of the other reviews from a lot of other sites, and I've been really surprised with them. Like a lot of them seem to not really be caring for it as much as I do. I think it's been fantastic.
They wanted more powers. That's all they wanted.
I guess, yeah, that seems to be the common complaint about it. But I thought they did a good job of just making Neon that much more fun to use because Fetch controls really differently from Delson, especially since in the battle arena, if you have Second Son, I forgot to mention this also, if you do have Second Son data already, you can actually use Delson in the challenge arena as well. But when you do that, like, you can just tell how different it is using him and then going into Fetch because, like, Fetch is way more well versed with Neon, whereas Delson kind of feels you can tell that that's not his normal power. He's just kind of a guy who copies a few powers from people and moves along. Fetch feels much more, how do I say it? Just really well versed with it, and it's really cool how they actually made her feel similar enough that infamous veterans will control just fine with her, but also made her feel different enough to warrant the DLC for her. But, yep. Overall, First Light is really good, but you know what? Yeah, I guess I will go ahead and write out a review for the. It'll be a shorter one than the Second Son review, but yeah, I'll write out a review for it.
All right, Lyric. So as you can tell, based off the amount of info Lyric just gave you, he fucking loves the DLC.
That I do.
So with that, the other major release on PlayStation and well everywhere was that Madden NFL 15. Me and Mr. Money have it. Um, as you know, football season's upon us. As a matter of fact, next week when we do the podcast, we will actually be about a day or two away from opening night. As a matter of fact, the day the podcast posts, because we usually post it on Thursdays, we will actually that'll be opening night day. So Madden's out this year, the yearly game. However, this year's been received very well, which is uncommon for the past couple of years. But I'm gonna, from my experience, because I played for Madden 25. I played Madden 25 on PS4, and I've also had Madden 15. I can definitely see upgrades. Not only just visuals, that's the obvious one, because Madden 25 could pass as a PS3 game, just upscaled resolution-wise on here. Um, Madden 15, though, I can tell the difference, not only visuals, though, but gameplay-wise, and Also, you know, that I have the new kicking system, but money. Only because I know you played Madden 13 a lot more than I did. What have you noticed? Any real subtle changes or any major changes that you want to speak on? Or
The biggest changes that I've picked up on,
besides that, kicking.
yeah, besides the kicking, was the horrible tackling, I guess, animations. I mean, it's still kind of there, how people are like falling over each other, but it's not as bad. The menus, I mean, like the way you get to everything, the interface, I guess, is different. But that's pretty much, I mean, all I've played so far was, oh, and they added that, what is it, skills trainer? But those are like the biggest differences from since Madden 13. Gameplay-wise, I mean, it still plays the same. It's kind of harder to pass, or I'm just not used to it. But I've taken a year off, so could be rust.
Probably just
that extra rust.
But outside of that, no, just like how in Madden 13, that was the first game where everyone, like, at the end of every play would just start falling over each other. It looked bad.
Yeah, they got that out. Well, remember last year, Madden 25, remember that Cam Newton glitch?
Yeah. Oh, and I'm telling you, you got to see this new glitch in Madden 15. I think the guy hiked the ball, and somebody on defense just flung super high in the sky, and it landed back down. Like, it was pretty weird.
But yeah, Madden, I like it. I do like it this year. I think Money will be in agreement. He hasn't had it in a couple of years. But, pretty much all we've done, I can probably speak for both of us, all we've done is really play each other in like a one random.
Yep.
And maybe a little bit of the skills trainer, but that's about it. Definitely having some fun with it though. Maybe me and Money will we'll upload one of our games or something on the website or stream it. We'll probably stream the game.
You guys should do that review.
SMK.
Yeah, I could do it fine. But actually, me and Money, we did stream. We streamed the game yesterday, and Money beat me with a last-second field goal. No. I missed a game-tying field goal, and not it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
no, I don't know. I don't remember.
I have to remember that game was crazy.
No, I lost the game by missing a field goal. And I think the one you streamed, I won the game.
No, you made the field goal. That's right.
So, Madden fun.
Yep, Madden. So, Madden, I would definitely say it deserves, well, so far it deserves the reviews that it's getting. Madden really does pick up when the actual season starts, just because you start getting your roster updates and stuff, and, you know, so, really cool. Maybe we should try doing a coast-to-coast franchise. Maybe that'll be the day the franchise works.
Who knows?
We'll see on that. With that, Money, since you're here, you got a couple things on PS3 to talk about. Now, there was Dark Souls 2 DLC, and there was The Walking Dead Episode 5. Walking Dead Episode 5, you can't really talk about too much. I mean, it's The Walking Dead. People already know what it is. I guess if you're going to talk about that, just say...
All I can say about The Walking Dead, I really can't say anything, especially to the people like you, Corrigan, who haven't played any of Season 2 yet. But... what I will say is, I know how they already confirmed the Season 3, but knowing Telltale, how they've like done their games, and the amount of choices or different paths that you can take in this final episode, I do not think you will be using Clementine in Season 3.
I've actually heard that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I kind of don't. That's the one thing. I loved the episode. Like, it was great, in my opinion. It was, I don't know, I guess one part in the final, I guess, event I thought was pointless. But outside of that, like, the overall episode was good. But it's just the fact that, you know, when I think about it, with all the different paths that, you know, that you can go in that episode, I just don't see us using Clementine in Season 3. That's
I
a
guess
downer.
my question to you would be, now that you've played both seasons, which one do you think?
Season 1, I'll still hold over, but I really like Season 2 as well. But I played those two differently. I played Season 1 when all of the episodes were out, so I, like, you know, in a few days, wrapped it all up and everything was fresh. And in here, I started from the start, you know, and you had to wait, like, we were coming up on a year anniversary since the season started, like, so, you know, the time in between the episodes, I was forgetting names, forgetting, you know, small bits, but I don't know, I still, with these past two episodes, which is what I remember the most, like, I mean, the season was still a great season, but I would hold Season 1 over.
Because they already said they're releasing that on disc on PS4, and they're releasing the first one on the first season on PS4 because Season 3 is going to be PS4. So it's one of those things where I don't know when they're going to do Season 3, but with them already announcing that it's already going to be on the new gen hardware and stuff, you know, and they're re-releasing the first two seasons because of the whole data stuff. Well, man, replaying through that first season again is such a
it's a burden.
it is a burden.
I hope they do it.
I wish I could, but I've tried. It's just hard.
Because the chances are I'm gonna play season 2 and 3 on here, which means I'm gonna have to fight my way to finish Season 1 on here, and it's so hard because I got halfway through on the Vita and I just stopped. Like,
and then, man.
Once I get to Season 2, I'll be fine, but just getting through that first season, since I've already played through it.
That's just one of those things, like, you're just sitting there and you're not doing anything else, and you just, you know what, I'm just going to truck away a little bit on this Walking Dead.
Right, it's hard to play through those games twice.
I hope they do what Hotline Miami did. I hope they do what Hotline Miami did, where you can, like, import a save to the cloud, and therefore it, like, shares, you know, from PS4, Vita, or PS3, you know, it's the same save.
That would be nice.
I don't, just hearing off of, like, you guys and Monty, who struggled, you know, to try and get past Season 1 a second time, like, that would just be tough for me to get past 2 seasons.
Yeah. Now, speaking, well, I just wanted to say Hotline Miami on PS4 is just as awesome as it was on the Vita. With that, now, the other thing you got to, like, Money, you just had a great week this week. You also got your Dark Souls DLC. Dark Souls 2 DLC, sorry. Tell the people a little bit about that you've got to play so far.
Well, just short and simple, it's kind of similar to the first one, the first DLC, Sunken King. It's a little bit longer, I'd say, but it's more of, like, the same stuff. Like, it's a few new areas, new enemies. You can get new spells, armor, weapons, you know, and it's like a whole different story chapter.
New lore.
Yeah, new lore, which same as the Sunken King, which was the first DLC. This is the old Iron King, and then they'll have a third one. But it's all, like, it's still the same stuff, you know. It's telling a separate chapter, gives you a few areas to explore, you know, of course, new bosses. And my experience with the DLC has been tougher than I'd assume the average people, because I actually rushed to get the platinum, and to do that you have to play New Game Plus 3, and therefore, like, you can die, like fairly easy, even though you can do that in New Game. So it took me overall, like, I still haven't completely beat it, and I've put in about, I'd say, around first light time, and I don't think like with the content there, it's not as long as Infamous First Light, but judging off of your skill level, it could take forever just to get past. So I thought the first DLC that they released was hard, and then this one is hard. Like I can't do anything by myself, which is how I like to play the game. What? So if you're looking for death, then yeah, or a challenge, then try and play that on New Game Plus 3. Because I'm not doing too good.
Oh, man.
If you have any advice for money, comment on the YouTube video or send us an email or...
Well, the weird thing is, alright, I beat the DLC, but it's like there's the same with the first DLC and this one. It's like if you didn't buy the DLC, you still have the area. You know, everyone has the update. And what they do is they give people that don't buy it, there's this room, and you could just go in there and place your summon sign, and you could be summoned into a specific DLC area. 'Cause like I said, there's about 3 areas per DLC. And so like the third one's always an optional boss, and they make them so hard. And that's where I'm stuck at, because New Game Plus 3, everybody dies that I summon, including myself. And this is just not working.
Hey.
Well, hello, Crazy. Welcome to the podcast.
So,
We were just talking about the Dark Souls DLC, and Money was carried it by himself.
I could add something about the Dark Souls 2 DLC. I mean, if you're in the EU, you go fucked over by Sony, because if you got the season pass, you can't get it, because they're trying to make you pay for it for a second damn time. So now I gotta wait longer. It's a little bullshit. I better get freaking a refund on that season pass.
You heard it right here first on Coast to Coast, Sony. Crazy Kid wants his refund for the season pass.
I did see that was odd, because they got a season pass, and we didn't in America. And like when you look, it's like when they say there's a season pass, it was only stated for PC. So I don't know if they failed out.
They're gonna have to fix that then.
Hey, but that's gonna take.
They said they're working on it. Maybe like I don't know how long it takes to freaking make something free in a store. It's like it's 2014, and small errors like this, it takes them like an entire day, a whole 24 hours just to fix it. And they still ain't fixed it.
No time soon, because that maintenance happens tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. We get the DLC like a day later than the Americans did. And then when it is out, they're trying to make us pay extra, even if we got the season pass. And now we're about to have maintenance tomorrow as well. So I ain't gonna be able to pay it, and better get some freaking compensation. I'm not the only one asking for that. The forums have been getting it in. People are not happy.
Sounds like it. I can understand. I'm not a Dark Souls fan, but if Sony did that to any game that I was a fan of, there'd definitely be some anger. For sure.
With that, we're gonna transition over to Lyric again real quick. Lyric, I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet. Have you played the NHL demo yet?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. I tried a game on it. What's it like so far? I mean, it's pretty good. It's a functioning, sports sim. I mean, it's been a long time since I've played an NHL game. Almost as long as it's been since I've played a Madden game, actually. Almost. Not quite, but almost. So, I was coming into it pretty much as a brand new player, more than anything, to be honest. But, in the demo, one thing I will say, they don't make the controls easily accessible to look up in the demo. You can only see them in the load screens, but it loads so fast I can't I can't see them. I guess, a good idea would have been to take a screenshot of that, actually. I might do that if I try it out again. But, anyway, I kind of got some of them down a little bit. But anyway, when I played it, the presentation's really, really good, I will say. They definitely didn't spare no expense in the presentation. It feels like you're watching a nationally broadcast game. They got the whole MSNBC cast. They have the little hockey theme that plays. In between, they have live action recordings of the announcers talking about the game and stuff like that. So the broadcasting and presentation, all of that is really good. The crowd animations remind me a lot of the crowd in MLB The Show, which I thought did a really good job of the crowds as well. So they did a good job there. Some of the skating animations can be a little wonky looking, but overall they look pretty darn good. And then as far as the controls go, from what I've mustered, I'm sure I'm missing a lot. Because, like I said, I couldn't really find an easily accessible explanation on the controls. So from what I have played, it's doesn't seem like it'll be really too hard to pick up and play. So yeah, overall it was pretty good. Although the one thing to note about that game, for anyone who was paying attention to its development, I'm sure you've heard that the new version has or the next generation version, or current gen version, whatever you want to call it, PS4 and Xbox One version, doesn't have a feature that will be in PS3 and the Xbox 360 version of the game, which is a little weird.
Sounds like NBA 2K.
Yeah, apparently 2K did something similar with the crew, and actually this mode sounds like it's similar to that crew mode that you were talking about in NBA. So, only it's, meant for hockey, but, yeah. There is that to contend with and think about if you're thinking of purchasing that this year. Another problem with it is I didn't even know the release date. I knew it was sometime in September, but it chose the worst date to come out. That September 9th is the launch date. And, well, we all know what else is coming out September 9th.
That game gonna get beast by Destiny.
So it's definitely gotten quite a heavy hitter to try and compete with on launch day. I think most of their sales will come from Christmas sales. People buying it for Christmas for a lot of people. As far as launch day sales, I don't know if it's gonna do too well against that Destiny, but who knows? Maybe it'll probably do just fine, because there is a hardcore NHL game following, I know. So yeah, who knows?
Now, with that, we spent a lot of time covering stuff that came out this week, which is not usual. But hey, get used to it because we're hitting that time of the year now. Sony has announced what September's free Plus game lineup is. I'm very excited for one of them on PS4. Very good game I've recommended before on Vita, and I think it was on PS3 as well, but I can't remember. Velocity. I love that game to death. It's a puzzle platforming space shooter. Velocity 2X is coming out on PS4 and PS Vita next month, and that will be one of the games that Sony is giving to us for free on its release date. Don't know how Sony pulls that kind of stuff off, considering that the first Velocity won awards. You would think they could make a lot of money on it, but Sony somehow, I don't know what they do, but we're getting it for free for Plus, so awesome stuff. If you haven't seen any trailers or anything, look at it, embrace it. Also on PS4 that they're giving us for free next month is Sports Friends. It's an award-winning local multiplayer game for living rooms, parties, and even backyards, or you can play it by yourself as well. You can use your DualShock 4, and then this game actually does use the Move controller if you want to use it. Also, giving us for free on PS3. Oh, by the way, every game I just said is cross-buy of some sort. So Velocity 2X is PS4 and PS Vita. Sports Friends is PS4, PS3. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale on PS3 and PS Vita will be free. And remember, you can actually play people across both platforms. So if you have the PS3 version and you want to, let's say Money downloads the PS3 version and wants to play Corgan on the Vita, they can play each other.
That's cool.
Horde on PS3 will be free. That's an innovative, fast-paced action arcade strategy title. Joe Danger will be free on Vita. I love that game to death on PS3.
Oh, is it now? That's cool.
Yep. Joe
In case
Danger will
anyone's
be
wondering,
free.
that's made by the guys who are working on No Man's Sky, actually.
Yep.
So I always did want to try that ever since I saw that No Man's Sky, so I'll definitely be downloading that.
Says Joe Danger will be eye-popping, super smooth, 60 frames per second graphics on the Vita's lovely screen. And then another game on Vita, the text looks pretty cool, is TXK. That's 100 levels, score-chasing gameplay. So, check that out. So lots of good stuff. Actually, there's a lot of stuff coming to Vita this month.
Huh.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 games you could potentially play on Vita. Granted, 2 of them you can play on other platforms as well, but that's still, if you only have a Vita, this is a great month for Plus. Shit.
There you go. Now Sony just shows some stuff on Gravity Rush 2 next month.
Hold that thought, Lyric. Hold that thought. Because
Alright, we'll do.
the pre-conference for Sony Computer Entertainment Japan, the TGS pre-conference they're holding September 1st, which is Monday. They actually Sony announced today that they already have a YouTube link for it. They will broadcast that live on YouTube as well as probably Twitch and all that stuff. It's going to be September 1st. Gosh, I really don't know what time it starts, but Sony said that they are going to, I guess they have so much stuff to show at TGS, maybe from third parties or whatever, but they're going to show some first party stuff at their pre-conference. So
MK is going to be, the time is going to be like 3 a.m. my time. No, 4 a.m. Sorry, 4 a.m. my time.
4
a.m.
a.m.
I remember
Eastern.
correctly.
Okay, 4 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Central.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. Yeah.
That's going to be, hold on. So that's Sunday night then?
Wait, what date? The 1st?
September 1st, yeah. So it'd be Sunday night, right?
No, that'd be Monday. Well, Monday morning early,
Yeah, so staying up Sunday night. So, we here at Coast to Coast usually go to bed at like 3. But, hey, now, like, last time me and Mr. Money tried this, it was for that EA Gamescom conference. We saw that very first game they showed, and we decided to go to bed. But I think we may be a little bit more hyped for the Sony pre-TGS conference, especially considering rumor has it they're going to reveal the Bloodborne multiplayer during that. Woohoo! And like I said, a lot of Sony Studio stuff will be at that, because I guess third-party stuff is really going to, I mean, not all for third-party stuff, but you know what I mean, like, they got to share time at their actual TGS, so Sony must have a lot of stuff to show. And honestly, they're doing this because the PS4 is not selling good at all in Japan, so they need all the hype train they can get over there. So that's why we're getting so much information. And a lot of these games will be coming everywhere. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll know which games we'll get here and what games we won't. That's usually pretty obvious. But yeah, so cool stuff. So definitely check that out. Sunday night, early Monday morning, however you want to classify it. The pre-TGS show. Coast to Coast will be there, or if we fall asleep, I'm pretty sure we'll all watch the replay when we wake up. So, with that, geez, we've really covered a lot today. We still have a couple more things to talk about. Real quickly here, I know Monty's not here, but I know he will be listening, and I don't feel like hearing his mouth if we don't mention it. So, Pokken was announced. Nintendo teased a Pokemon announcement. That's what it was. It's a fighting game made from the guys that make Tekken. Yes, Harada and all the Pokken. It will be, which is a game like Tekken with Pokemon. It's going to be in the arcade next year in Japan, and based off of their track records, Bandai, It'll probably come to the Wii U sometime next year or 2016, assuming that it's coming to company. So, Harada, his own words, he mentioned something about it earlier. He said Pokken won't be limited to fighting type. Monty was complaining he was worried that Charizard wouldn't be in there because he's not a fighting type Pokemon, and that's all they had in the trailer. But no, they will, like with any fighting game, they find ways to fit them in the game. So don't worry about it. Your favorite Pokemon, chances are he will be in there, especially Charizard. I mean, he's the one in Smash Brothers. Why wouldn't he be in that game? So yes, Monty, don't worry. So Nintendo has its own little exclusive fighter with numbers-wise, its most popular franchise. We'll see how it turns out. Looks a little stiff in that first trailer, but you know, hey.
Wait, it's called Pokken?
Pokken Tournament.
Pokken Tournament.
So they put Pokemon and Tekken together and made Pokken.
Yeah.
Nasty.
You know what's crazy though? With it being Pokemon, that game could very well end up becoming way more popular than even Tekken. Or any other fighter. Just because it's Pokemon. But we'll see. The game has to turn out good first. With that, Lyric, you know Mr. Miyamoto, don't you?
Of course.
Well, he has some newsworthy quotes today. So, he did an interview, and I don't know if it was with Famitsu or who it was. I really don't know. But I know he has a lot of quotes coming out of it today. He did an interview with Edge magazine. I'm sure you've heard of Edge magazine. He has a couple quotes. The people that are saying that Nintendo should go third-party or ditch dedicated gaming devices, Miyamoto said this. He says, there are always people who really want to get deeply into a game, who want to create, and they want to experience something unprecedented all the time. For us to meet these goals, we need dedicated hardware that is designed to cater to the needs of these avid gamers. People might say that software is software. No, a unique software experience can always be realized with unique hardware that has a unique interface. That is why I believe Nintendo is and will be sticking to these dedicated gaming machines. So that was his answer to that. Another Miyamoto quote from the same interview, and this is one that whether you're a Nintendo fan or not, Sony fan, Xbox fan, if you're just a gamer, you will love this quote. He says, well, I guess I'll give it the lore behind it first. So, he was talking about like the gaming industry and like its fans of today, right? Pretty much. He said these are the sort of people, for example, or I guess I'll put into a different context. They were talking about the casual gamer. Okay. He says these are the sort of people who, for example, might want to watch a movie. They might want to go to Disneyland. Their attitude is, okay, I am the customer. You are supposed to entertain me. It's kind of a passive attitude they're taking. And to me, it's kind of a pathetic thing. They do not know how interesting it is if you move one step further and try to challenge yourself with more advanced games. In a sense,
Miyamoto laying down the law.
He elaborated to go on and say, like, Nintendo's always gotten flack to be perceived as a casual friendly when their image is more about maintaining family-friendly vibe, yada, yada. In the DS and Wii days, Nintendo tried its best to expand the gaming population. Fortunately, because of the spread of smart devices, unfortunately, because of the spread of smart devices, and smaller games, people take games for granted now, he says. So that's a good thing for us because we don't have to worry about making games something that are relevant to general people's daily lives. So he pretty much says the people that always go out and just buy like your yearly games or the people that always just complain about just like the little things like resolution, frame rate, all that stuff, he pretty much says all of them are pathetic and they're missing the point of gaming in the first place. And that I can really respect.
is pretty
And
awesome.
at the end of the day, Miyamoto, I don't care what anybody says, but I guarantee most game creators look up to Miyamoto. So,
of course, I mean,
he created
built Nintendo.
Yes, he built Nintendo, which in a sense means he built gaming. So,
I mean, you can't disrespect the man.
So, when a legend comes out and says that, now I'm pretty sure the internet and stuff, they'll read that and they'll see who said it. And even though they know how great he is, they'll just think it's Nintendo just trying to win people back. But that's really not even the case. I believe that we'll use Watch Dogs as an example. The game was great, but the game got panned because of the whole graphical downgrades and stuff. He's saying those people are pathetic. And
I agree.
So like when you put it in the context like that, or he's saying like the people that, are afraid, he says people that are afraid to try like a challenge at all. Like they just want to be, they just want to play like the same thing and just be able to run right through it like a Call of Duty or something like that. Like he's pretty much calling that guy or girl pathetic. So I respect Miyamoto for that. And I respect Nintendo for letting him say that in a freaking magazine that's going to go on stands next month.
That is definitely pretty gutsy, I'm not it.
Very gutsy. So,
but then again, I mean, those people aren't going to buy their Nintendo systems anyway because they're so ridiculous with their graphics.
Yeah.
So, but pretty much, if that's the case, they probably shouldn't even be buying consoles in the first place anyway.
Well, last I checked, frame rate is more important than graphics.
Yeah,
I would say that.
So it's just funny. It's funny to say that. Now, ironically, one would argue like, well, Nintendo's most popular franchise is Mario. True. Their most selling one though is a freaking RPG. In Pokemon. So you can't really argue that they don't make like core video games. So it's just, I'll say this, Corgan. I'll say this: for your average gamer that plays your typical like, even like Madden, Call of Duty, they'll yearly pick up like Assassin's Creed or only even like GTAs and stuff. Like, do you even think they could handle playing like Fire Emblem, like with its legit settings, meaning like once your crew member dies, he's gone? Like,
I want to try it someday, but that is definitely a hardcore experience for anyone who wants to attempt that.
So for me, I'm hoping
you can do easily.
I'm hoping that, and I, we have plenty of games like that on PS4 and Xbox One respectively, but I hope people sort of like listen to that philosophy and sort of go forward with it, because when you try to cater to those people that don't really play games, then the people that do play games have to suffer for it in a way. But yeah, so I thought that was a really good quote that came out today of that magazine. And and then Miyamoto also says that because he's helping out with the new Zelda game as well, and he's very excited about for people to finally be able to get into that world. And he says that it's finally an open he says it's finally an open world adventure game finally done the way fans have been waiting for years and years. So, well, alright. With that is all I've really got for it. There's a lot of little things I can say, like the crew beta is going on right now. Apparently the Drive Club beta is going on for some people. You got an email. Shit, we can go on and on. Destiny's coming September 9th. That's very soon. Next month is when we start getting packed with game releases and stuff. We're pretty much here. Like I said, we're pretty much here. Once Madden comes out at the end of August, that's when pretty much from now on until December, we're just going to have games coming out. So, and then the only problem with that is usually in like January, there's like a delay of like when other stuff comes out. No, next year we're just going to go right into just every month there's something worth picking up. Maybe not in like May, but then again, there's a lot of stuff that's probably going to come out in like April or May. They just haven't announced a release date yet. Like your Mortal Kombat or Batman or something. So, yeah. Good times ahead of us. With that, I'm going to hand this over to Boost Dust for the Boost Dust portion of the podcast.
Hello guys, this is What Game Have You Been Playing This Week, and Boost Dusk, and I'll be asking around the table what games have you been playing this week. So I'm going to start off with Mr. K. Lyric Corgan 117. What game have you been playing this week, sir?
Well, I am currently playing Infamous First Light, and besides that, I've been playing a little bit of The Last of Us Online, and MLB The Show 14.
Alright. So, next I'm going to go off with is MK. What games have you been playing this week, sir?
Well, like I said, I've been playing that Madden with Mr. Money. Played some Last of Us as well. And I've really been playing a lot of Shinobi on 3DS. Criminally underrated game. Pick it up if you got a 3DS. Only $8.
Alright. So, next. Mr. PJ, Project X95. What have you been playing this week?
Mostly Final Fantasy or Realm Reborn. Just trying to hold on until Destiny. Just driving me mad.
You poor man.
Just driving me mad.
You poor man.
Soon enough, PJ. Soon enough.
They released more information on Destiny just now, so you might want to go.
And it's taunting me.
No, I'm joking.
Not give this man any more beef, alright? He's already struggling. Let the man, try to keep calm until his game arrives.
Let me keep calm. Let me keep calm.
It's already hard enough already.
Poor guy. So I'm gonna move on to Mo Money. What you been playing this week?
I've played Madden, Last of Us Remastered, Dark Souls 2, and The Walking Dead Season 2.
Go ahead and send me an invite, Money.
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Dang. Just ignored you like that. Dang.
Don't send the invite, you know you're gonna lose.
Dang. Alright, let's finish this up before you start.
If anyone
come on,
cut it off.
Me and Mr. Money are tied 4-4 on Madden.
5-4.
It is not 5-4.
It's 4-4.
I just won that last game.
You see?
Yeah, we were.
Cut it off.
No,
Boost,
we
cut
were
it off.
3-3. No, we were 3-3, and then I won that game earlier with that game-winning field goal, and then I was up 4-3, and then you just won again, so it's 4-4.
I don't believe him. Don't believe him, folks. I don't remember.
You beat the random earlier. That's where you got the extra win from.
That?
See the disrespect?
Dang.
Lots of disrespect.
That was a lot of disrespect. Next, I'm gonna move on to Crazy Kid. What you been playing this week?
I've just been playing the GTA 5. I've been playing a little bit of Dark Souls 2, and some Last of Us. About it.
And last but not least, Boost Stuff. What have you been playing this week? Well, I've been playing a little of the Assassin's Creed. I'm trying to touch back into that. I'm trying to finish up the missions and whatnot. Finish up story. I haven't finished that up yet.
That split personality.
That's it, really. Played a little Watch Dogs in this week. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were playing Watch Dogs. I forgot about that.
That's it, really. I've been focusing on doing other work.
Oh yeah, I gotta go back and snipe them juniors.
Dang.
What you do? That's all you care about, PJ. Sniping them juniors.
That's what gets you through until you get Destiny,
Yep.
No. Good.
No.
So, that'll be it. I'll take it over to MK. After my MK.
Now, we also have done some co-op on a couple of different apps. Like, we did a Crackle co-op, and Lyric picked a movie. No. What was that movie called, Lyric? Was it called The Glass House?
The Glass House. You know, it was MK's favorite movie we've ever picked out.
He did.
He put me to sleep.
He was just in love with it.
If you happen to
he couldn't even handle it. Like, he asked, hey, Cordy, can we do an encore Crackle co-op? And I was just like, no, for your own good, it's perfect, just let it lie.
Whoa.
And MK never, he's just been heartbroken ever since that day. Heartbroken, I tell you. I really feel for him. So we might have to do just an encore for MK. Just to, you know, ease his suffering a little bit.
Hey, don't listen to Lyric. If you have a PS3, a PS4, an Xbox 360, an Xbox One, a smart TV, whatever you got, get up on that Crackle, watch The Glass House, and tell us what you think about it. I think it was a piece of shit.
No,
You better not do it.
Listen to him. He loved
You heard
it.
it here, folks. He thought it was a piece of shit on a stick. And that's
That I
some shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, he loved it. He just doesn't want people to know about it.
Oh, I'm sure that's the case. Money, why does it say that there's someone else in the session with you on Madden?
I don't know. I keep inviting you, and somebody is like automatically in my room.
So if you're wondering if EA fixed them servers on Madden this year,
The answer would be a big fat no. But hey,
I mean, it was. I'll say this: there's no nastiness when you play. So at least that's a
Not yet.
not yet. Yeah. Hashtag.
Like it's EA we're talking about. Like, yeah.
that is how he is.
Yeah, when they bring an NBA Jam?
You know, the funny thing is that game did pretty decent on the PS3 as well. So I heard that they were hopefully bringing
one
them
of
on.
my favorite freaking sports titles for ages. Actually, I love those games.
Talking about NBA Jam, I'm about to be out for the NBA Jam. About to hook up my other PS3. Yeah.
There we go.
Hear me hooking up systems. Wow.
And with that, I would like to say thank you for listening to episode 19 of Coast to Coast Gaming Central podcast. We're going to get a lot better with this next week. We are definitely doing a podcast because, after all, that is that pre-TGS show, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have some stuff to talk about. We'll be there next week for sure. Also,
Sure
like I
about
said, yes, I'm sure about that. And you know what? Every year, me and Mr. Money, our good friend BX Styles, and now this year, Monty's done it with us last year, and this year Corgan's joined us. You can feel free to join us too on comments and stuff. But throughout the NFL season, what we do is we make picks for every game that's going to happen.
Hey, we can make a series out of that.
We could make a series out of that. So my idea is, for the sports fans, next week, since NFL season will be kicking off, and I'm pretty sure that we have quite a few listeners or viewers that are actually, football fans. It's kind of hard to not be when you live in America. What we'll do is we'll make our first pick for that first game, and then we can maybe update the scoreboard on the website as the weeks go on. If you want to join us, just go ahead and post it on the website or on
Picks.
YouTube comments, wherever you want to go.
I'm thinking of picks and then results. Like one video pick, another one results. Yeah.
So we can do that.
Results or reactions. There you go.
As you know, I'm a Vikings fan. Mr. Money is a Chicago Bears fan. K Lyric is a St. Louis Rams fan, and Monty, he is a Packer fan. And I don't think anybody else is a fan. Yeah. So, with that, thanks for listening. Boost, we do this at the end of every episode, it seems like now. Give us the number. How many total viewers we got?
No, we're having technical difficulties at the moment. You know,
We
let
have
me
so many
load up
viewers
this
as well.
page. No.
As we're waiting for this, Mr. Money, I want you to know that it said your session was full, so I'm just going to invite you myself.
Yeah, he joined again. It's the same guy.
He's a
Oh, I
hacker.
think you got a stalker.
Maybe he's just so excited to get freed up by you in Madden that he just wants to play with you.
Yep. That would be my guess.
And the podcast.
Oh,
Yep. But
DJ, we're waiting on Boost to check the numbers real quick. We need
you know, somebody else can check the numbers. You know. No?
All right.
I'm in the throes at the moment.
You put my boy Crazy to sleep.
Hey,
He just woke up. I think.
he went back to sleep. He probably ate some pancakes.
No, I'm here. I didn't hear ya.
Yeah, see PJ, what you lying?
Just PJ.
PJ always lying.
I was on the YouTube.
Are the numbers coming anytime soon, Boost?
You know, a lot of things going on my computer. You know, like
That's alright, Boost. We'll just do the
Yeah,
numbers
that-
next week.
He has an
But,
ultimate virus, man.
You do got that ultimate
I
virus.
got a lot of stuff loaded up on my computer right now.
He been doing something pretty nasty on his computer. I ain't gonna tell him.
Oh, wait, hold on, PJ. What's up with you?
No,
These
no.
nasty accusations.
Yeah,
Man. What's wrong with you, nigga?
End the podcast. End it.
By the way, folks, PJ.
No,
Like,
Corgan. Boost, end it. End it. They don't need to know.
This is important. Our special guest,
Crazy.
PJ,
Couple
he
years.
likes to, you know, with his shows, he doesn't like to finish them off when he's like right at the very end of the show. He likes to instead not
That ain't
do
me.
it, not finish it, and instead
you
he
talking
would
about?
like to, and I quote, savor it.
That's money.
I mean, I'll let you all decide, and there's not money, that is PJ. I will let you all decide if that is normal, but I just had to throw that out there. Thank you.
He doesn't finish
Boost, end it.
TV shows.
Herb, end it. End it now. What's taking you so long?
24,600
What was that number?
hits off the website. 24,600.
So we've got up to 24,600 hits on the website. So thank you, fans, for either
The
coming
latest
back.
was from China.
He said China.
And the latest
sorry.
hit was from China. So money, your people really are.
Hey, he's from Japan, but I.
Blazing.
We love you guys.
Any Chinese or Japanese viewer out there.
What happened?
Yeah.
You know,
That
this
podcast.
is happening.
What happened?
Yeah, we are coast to coast, and we are also global, which is apparent because we have Mr. Crazy Kid as a part of our cast, and then also we have people from China checking this out. So, thank you. So, thank you for listening. Episode 20 will be next week. We'll probably have the whole cast here.
20th anniversary. Stuff.
Well, it's not necessarily the 20th anniversary, but it is the 20th episode. So we'll definitely go in and do that. Maybe we'll have a new intro or something. I don't know.
Well, we'll have a giveaway, right? MK,
Oh yeah, what happened to that
forcefully
$10
volunteer
PSN
you
code?
a $10 PSN, you know. MK will be giving
remember,
out
we also
$10
said we were
PSN
going
cards.
to be giving out them beta codes. That didn't happen.
For members as well.
Hey, yeah, I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. Because we know, well, okay, how are we going to do this? Alright. PSN name, MKGUY. send me a message and tell me what is your favorite Sonic game and why.
Better not.
Dude. Oh my god.
Best response gets $20 PSN card.
Yo,
Instead
I'm
of
out.
Sonic, this should say
Yo,
Shadow.
I'm out.
Let me just tell you right now, folks, choose that Sonic 06. You'll win every time.
Favorite Sonic game and I don't care if it's. I'll tell you my personal favorite. My personal favorite is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But
Hear that, folks? Use that to your advantage. Use that to
favorite
your
Sonic game and give me a valid reason why it is.
That's too much.
And believe me, I'll know a troll when I see a troll.
He is indeed a Sonic hoe. Ah, like that rhyme?
He is indeed. So we'll see you guys next week with me. I got my boy Mr. Money, Agata Money, Mo Money, Mr. Money.
Adios.
Got my boy Booth Dusk.
Yeah. Deuces.
Got a cameraman, a awesome good guy.
Bye, guys.
Split personality.
Boy, boys.
Got my boy straight out the UK every single day, my boy Crazy Kid.
Goodbye.
Got my boy PJ. You're not a special guest. You're just a part of the fam. You know it. My boy Project X95.
Xenoverse is going to be the best fighting game ever created next year. Alright, end it. End it now. End it. End it.
Why are you so
I
quick
just
to
want
the
to say this,
podcast?
but Lindsay Lohan lost a lawsuit with Rockstar Games.
Say it again. Lindsay Lohan lost her lawsuit. She wasn't getting that money.
What type of money she was gonna get anyway?
She's an idiot. She's
Or
an
using her
idiot.
likeness, so to speak.
Rihanna ain't sued. A lot of people ain't sued.
Lindsay Lohan lost that lawsuit
for that
with
money.
Rockstar Games.
Yeah, she needs money to get that crack.
It was all publicity stunt. We all know that anyway.
And last, certainly not. Oh, by the way, after that comment PJ made, may not be on podcast for a couple of this one.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa. He goes, whoa.
Yeah.
How do you know what I did?
And then last but not least, my boy K Lyric Corgon 117.
Alright, you all have yourselves a good day. And remember, if you ain't playing The Last of Us, you must be playing that infamous First Light.
#1 in the world for that one night.
#1 in the world for a night.
That's pretty epic. He has the screenshots to prove it too, and he'll probably post it.
If you all want a screenshot, you can hit me up on that PSN. Just type in the message, "Hey Corgan, I want that proof that you were #1 in the world."
Pigs or
I'll
never.
gladly send it.
Also, ask him what his favorite Sonic game is, because his is Sonic Unleashed.
No, it was 06.
Oh, okay.
Shadow.
PJ's favorite Sonic game is Shadow the Hedgehog. You can send him the hate mail.
Yeah. Also, tell him to finish up Breaking Bad.
No.
And 24.
No.
And 24.
And send him a copy of that 24 PS2 video game.
Heck no.
Yeah. I'd be amazed if anyone still has that game.
Thanks for listening. Hopefully next week we get up to 30,000 hits on the website. That's not too far-fetched, actually, at the rate we're going. And we'll see you guys next week. I am MKGUY, and Coast to Coast Gaming Central loves all of you. And we'll be back next week for the pre-TGS. Have a good one. Thanks for listening and downloading. Again, YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, www.coast2cgc.com.
You forgot the website already.
I almost forgot the website there.
You see?
It's alright, because
These hoes ain't loyal. Stop.
And with that, thanks for listening. Have a great one. Now me and Money are going to play some Madden.
Yeah, I'm going to play some First Light.
You know you're going to get freed up again. Alright, boys, end it. End it now. End it.
PJ, Monty fucks Carrie.
Don't put that. Wait, Wilson?
Ooh, some nasty hits at the end there.
I think that was a good one.